Welcome back to From Fear to Fun, the podcast where we explore how to transform medical encounters with children from moments of fear into opportunities for fun, with connection, confidence, and cooperation. I'm so glad that you are here. Today's episode dives into a surprisingly powerful emotional undercurrent in medicine: the idea of guilt in relation to disease. Many children and adults carry the belief that illness is somehow their fault. This belief shapes their emotions, their behavior, and their willingness to seek help. Let's explore why this happens, how it affects our interactions, and what we can do to soften its impact. When we become ill, several emotions surface: a loss of control, a sense of being abnormal, sadness, fear. And for many people, especially adolescents, these feelings blend into something deeper: guilt. We grow up with the implicit belief that if we play by the rules, we should stay healthy. So when illness happens, it feels like a personal failure, a punishment. Children experience this just as strongly as adults. This guilt intensifies when there is a clear behavioral link to the illness: a foreign body in the ear or nose, overeating or addictive behaviors, alcohol-related pancreatitis, smoking-related COPD, lack of exercise leading to weakness. In these cases, the patient knows they contributed to the problem. And with guilt comes shame, the desire to hide, deny, or avoid the conversation entirely. This makes certain topics incredibly difficult to address: weight, alcohol, smoking, lifestyle choices. The patient already feels judged before we say a single word. When guilt is present, the entire encounter becomes loaded with tension. The patient may see themselves as the perpetrator: I caused this; the victim: something unfair happened to me; or the accuser: someone else is to blame here. And the doctor is cast into one of two roles: the judge, ready to deliver a verdict, or the protector, expected to deliver justice. Neither role supports open, trusting communication. Stepping into the child's shoes, and imagine you are a child on the way to the doctor. You believe it's my fault that I'm sick. You sense your parents' tension. You anticipate punishment. And by the time you reach the examination room, their dungeon, as we discussed previously, you're already in a defensive emotional state. Cooperation becomes highly unlikely. Trust becomes fragile. Young children see health in black and white terms: completely healthy or completely ill. And when they are ill, they feel they are not okay, not just their body. Around age 9, children begin to understand partial health, but the emotional link between illness and guilt remains strong. So when they expect the doctor to judge them, they brace for punishment. This is why a child with a foreign body in the nose or ear often hides the truth. It's why a child accused of snoring protests loudly: I do not snore. Nobody likes being the object of a conversation that implies fault. And herein lies the challenge for clinicians. When guilt is in the room, trust becomes harder to build. The child wants to hide the problem. The parents may feel embarrassed. The doctor risks being perceived as judgmental, even when they are not. Our task is to walk a delicate line, address the issue without triggering shame, while preserving trust, and encouraging cooperation. This requires empathy, patience, and a deep awareness of the emotional landscape. In a nutshell, illness often feels like guilt, especially for children and adolescents. Behavior-linked illnesses intensify shame and avoidance. Patients may see themselves as perpetrators, victims, or accusers. Doctors risk being cast as judges or enforcers. Children approach the consultation expecting judgment and punishment. The fear of being guilty leads patients to hide problems rather than seek help. Understanding this emotional dynamic helps us to create safer, more compassionate encounters. Thanks for listening today to From Fear to Fun. Next time, we will look at what the child and the parents expect from the consultation, and these are often two very different ideas. Until then, remain curious, offer connection, and keep moving from fear to fun.